Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Guess what? It is the next bonus announcement for the Single Hike Challenge. We're doing one every Friday where we announce a new single hike park in the month of May on Fridays. Boy, rough entry today on the video. Sorry about that. Okay, so if you're watching this, you probably already know about the Single Hike Challenge, but if not, please check out our website here at HeartLandsConservancy.org. It's on the front page. If you watch the pictures that scroll by, you'll be able to see it and click on it, and it'll take you right to where you need to go. Just a reminder that you can participate in the Single Hike Challenge and win some prizes from our friends at the Alpine Shop and Tulin's Running Start, and support those local businesses at the same time. So we really encourage you to get outside, especially for the kids. Getting outside is really important right now for emotional, mental health, getting that energy out. It might be pent up from having to work on schoolwork all inside right now. So we really encourage you to get outside and try and get some of that stress out. So last week we added Silver Creek Preserve in Mascoutah. Today, I'm just going to give you a hint to start on where the next location is going to be, and at the end of the video, then I will tell you actually where it is. So the hint today is that the park we've selected is 93 acres, and it is the largest park in the community where it is. It is unique. It sits at the top of the bluff, and then the trail comes out at the bottom to a beautiful view of the Mississippi River, and that view is what the park is named after. The woods along the trail are protected by a forest legacy easement that makes sure that the forest stays as a beautiful forest forever. So, okay, stay tuned for the end of the video. I will tell you where it is. So, for Heartlands in May, we focus on our members, and it's membership month. So you may have heard right now we're having a membership drive. Being a member of Heartlands helps us continue programs like the Single Hike Challenge, and also helps us preserve more land for hiking, biking, hunting, and nature viewing. It helps us work with communities to increase access to open space, healthy food, and an overall healthy environment here in southwestern Illinois. We have lots of benefits of membership, including discounts to our events when we are able to have them again. And we also right now have an incentive for you. If you become a member in May or you upgrade your existing membership, you are entered to win a Tesla for an entire weekend in the Tesla for a Weekend raffle. And then you also get a nifty t-shirt that you can see on our website. So go ahead and head over there at the end of this video and you can become a member. And we would really appreciate it. So I am, speaking of members, going to talk to two brand new members today. So I'm going to patch in Lori Powell and Alan Elfrink. Waiting for them to show up. Where are they? Uh-oh. Oh, there they are. Hello. Hey, guys. So hi. Lori and Alan are outside at a fantastic place we're going to talk about in a second in Belleville. But first, Lori and Alan became members of Heartlands Conservancy this month, so they get the cool t-shirt. Just a question for you guys. What made you join the organization?
Well, the t-shirt was a huge thing. I love a t-shirt giveaway, for sure. And I love Heartlands. I love your mission, and the work I'm doing down here at the garden. I try and stay focused with my giving in my areas of interest, and it's a lot of overlap there. So I was happy to be able to be a member.
Well, like Lori, the Heartlands involvement with the community garden was the final push that that got me to join. When I first heard about you guys was from the Jingle Hike, which I really like, and now the Single Hike, which combined two of my favorite things to do is go hiking and have new experiences. And with these hikes, I have found new places to be outside and hike.
Okay, so Lori, Alan, how did you two meet, and tell us about what you guys work on together?
So Alan and I, we met involved with the heart. So this garden started off, and the first event we did with the heart was we rolled this through downtown Belleville on a trailer in the St. Pat's Parade. I had met Alan at a meeting for the local farmers market, Friends of the Belleville Farmers Market, and we met there, and I liked him, and I like the cut of your jib, Al. So I asked him if he would please walk with us in the parade, and that was the start of a beautiful friendship between us. We are great. We're great service partners. Me and Alan are. We're service buddies. We like doing good stuff together.
So tell us, you're sitting in a heart on a swing, which we've heard was in the parade. So tell us more about the heart and the garden around it.
So the garden it began in a desire to make this piece of property useful. It sat, I live right behind here, and this had sat weedy or mown for as long as I'd lived there, 9 years. And I saw something on Facebook, which was a project St. Louis University was doing, a sunflower project where they were going into city lots and putting in sunflower seeds. So it was a thing where they could grow something pretty, and they didn't have to clear the whole lot. They didn't have to till. You know, it was something that was low buy-in, big impact. I love things that are low buy-in, high impact. That has got my name written all over it. So I put together a proposal to the city of Belleville and to the mayor and sent it off to him, and he liked the idea. And so once we got approval for that, I wanted to put some kind of a piece of art on the property, and I was thinking I wanted to make like a heart, like out of wood or something. And as I continued thinking it through, I was like, well, I could do a negative of the heart. And we ended up with this frame, and I was like, everybody loves the Instagram stuff, so let's create sort of a frame. People can come and have a little experience. So we built this actually without thinking there was going to be a swing in it. And 2 days before the parade, I sat up in bed in the middle of the night and went, oh, it needs a swing in it. And with flowers on it, because, what's the point of doing stuff if you can't have fun? So there we go. That's where we're at.
I just love that you have put this together, and I think it's really fantastic. I see so many people in Belleville taking their picture in front of it. It's right behind Balance Coffee, and so I think I see a lot of people with coffee in their hands in front of your heart. I think it's just so fantastic.
It has been a wonderful experience, and when the sunflowers were up last year, we got so many visitors, so many people coming off the sidewalk, coming into the garden and into the flowers to experience that, and experiencing the birds that were feeding on the seeds and all the beautiful butterflies. Gosh, we saw a hummingbird moth last year. Things that I've never seen before. It's just been really cool. The other thing I do want to say about the city of Belleville is that they have been super supportive of this the whole way. This year, they came and put a water spigot in for us, which is going to allow us to have a community, what we're calling a community table garden, where we're going to be able to grow food for our community in this uncertain time.
That's fantastic. And Alan, you've been involved in that aspect of it too, correct?
Yeah, I have a little bit. Lori's a great idea person, and as it so visually says, she's got a big heart. And when you create that creativity with love of people and the community and the earth, how can you resist combining all those things? And yeah, so I wanted to jump in with both feet. I like to do things. I like, working and seeing fruit of my labor, and she has given me some good direction for those efforts.
So Lori, you have a Facebook page. I don't know if you want to promote that or not. That is about the Heart Garden, correct? People can find that.
The acronym is BUGS. It's kind of long, but it's Belleville Urban Garden Social Club. And we started that with the hope, really, of truly about that. Getting people who were in the city who wanted to garden to come and be social and do something as a community. Growing community is my passion, for sure.
Exactly. And if you're interested, if people are interested in participating, they can go online and see ideas of, hey, we need help with weeding, or this weekend we're going to add this feature to the garden. We got people to come out and paint, and that was kind of fun when we were painting the fence, and people could be socially distanced and paint one side of the fence and somebody else paint the other end of the garden, and at the same time you could talk to each other in this open space. So that was really fun. We also are adding in a little mailbox feature that has to-do list written on it. So you can just happen to be walking by or grabbing a coffee, you can stop here and open up that mailbox and join in and do some work. And you're always welcome just to walk through the garden and look at what's growing and what's flying by and seeing what's going on.
Well, thank you guys so much for doing that, because it's so important to have nature in areas where it's kind of been taken away over time. So to have that come back in an urban setting is really, really important, especially right now when we all really need access to it. So fantastic work on that. So on a different note, what do you have going on in your personal home garden?
Oh, my home garden. So I am a woodland shade gardener. Me being the white girl that I am, the sun does not love me and I don't love it back. So I have learned to, I learned from living, my last house, I lived in the woods, and I learned to garden in the shade and to really enjoy that. So, and I'm sort of venturing out into the sun a little more. Right now what I'm doing is I'm putting in a lot of native stuff that I hadn't played with before. And a lot of that I've learned about through my association with HeartLands, which has been great. Gosh, in my shade garden, I have celandine poppy. I have some kind of native fern, which I don't know what kind of fern it is, but I got it from the woods by my old house. What else? Viburnum. I have a lot of great native stuff.
Okay.
Shade garden is beautiful, and it's like even though it's a cool and shady place, it's like a warm hug from nature. You're just surrounded by all this lush greens and purples, and it's awesome. In my yard, I've got all kinds of things. I have a shady front yard, so I've borrowed a few plants from Lori that she's generously shared. That's one of the wonderful things about gardening. And then in the backyard, it's a little sunnier. I started that as a cutting garden, and I would bring fresh flowers for my mom. And I've slowly been adding in vegetables in different open areas. One of the first big plots I started with was an area about the footprint of this heart swing, and I currently have coneflowers in there. I was on vacation once up in Michigan, and I happened to be there when it was in full bloom. Somebody had their whole front yard was in coneflowers, and as the wind came by, it was this beautiful purple wave. Butterflies, insects were all hanging out in there, and I thought I want to duplicate that. So I started some seeds one year and then just planted them out, and they filled in nicely. Now my favorite part is in the fall. After the flowers are done blooming, the goldfinches come in and they'll just sit on the flower and pick out the little seeds. And maybe I'm getting old. I hate to admit it, but I love sitting there watching those yellow flowers. Or the birds are like yellow flowers on those dead plants.
I think a lot of people are appreciating that kind of thing more right now, as we're kind of all stuck inside watching through our windows what's going on in our garden. So that's awesome. Okay, so Lori and Alan, you're involved with the farmers market in downtown Belleville. That's going to continue this year, correct?
Yeah, so Saturday,
Tomorrow, Saturday.
Yeah, tomorrow. We're opening up finally. It's a late start for us. We're going to just have a few vendors. I think we have maybe seven vendors. I know Lair Farms is our traditional, anchor vendor for lots of fruits and veggies. Turkey Hill Grange will be out there. I can't remember exactly who. Lorraine James Baked Goods will be there. I think we've got somebody coming who sells homemade dog treats. It'll be small. They are asking for people to socially distance and to wear a mask when they come. What else are they asking? They're asking people to try and come with
small bills.
So that the vendors, there's not a lot of money exchange happening. We're following the guidelines given by the Illinois Farmers Market Association.
And we had a season, so there won't be beaches and those sorts of things available. The current crops will be available, and to be quite honest, I'm not so sure what they're going to have with that frost we had. I know that affected some of the produce locally and is going to push it back a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see what all the farmers show up with.
It's a great place to get bedding plants.
That's correct. Early in the year, they have lots of that.
Yeah, now's a great time to be planting. Someone commented on Facebook, Alan, that your home garden is amazing and you're an inspiration. So you can take that home with you today.
He is a great gardener. He really is a great everything. I think the other thing that Alan's doing right now that I'm really inspired by is he started, we're like service buddies. He loves doing service. He started volunteering at the food bank. And then the food bank had produce that they had gotten that was not good for sale. And then kind of quickly went past being good for, donation either. But we were able to, he was able to load up the produce from there, bring it down here and put it in our new compost area he built to help us start to build our own soil for our garden. Because like a lot of home gardeners, this soil we're starting with, it's not the greatest thing that ever happened in the world. It'll work, but it's going to be a process. It's our first year, and I love the circle of it. I love the donation to the food bank, and then bringing that back to the community garden, and then growing food to feed the community. We're in the sweet spot there.
Whole circle of love.
Beautiful.
Oh, I love that. You two are fantastic. Thank you for everything you guys do in the community and with your heart garden and everything. So we really are grateful that you're members of Heartlands too now. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for being on this today and telling us about all the amazing things you guys are doing. I hope you take care.
For everything you guys at Heartlands do, and thanks for the love and guidance you guys have given me as I've tried to move things forward here. It's been really super important to me to receive that support from you guys.
Well, you are most welcome. Of course, we love everything you do, so we are very supportive. So, okay, well, we'll see you later outside, hopefully soon.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, take care. I'm going to now reveal that is not it, the next park in the Single Hike Challenge. I know you all have been waiting for this. So here is the answer. It is La Vista Park in Godfrey. It's located off of Old Route 3, also called West Del Mar Avenue. It is about a mile trail, and that might seem short, but if you go down the bluff to the bottom and then have to come back up to the parking lot, it's quite a hike because you're going up the bluff. So it could be a little bit challenging. It is a paved trail, so it shouldn't be muddy. So someone was already asking me if which trails were paved this weekend because they want to stay out of the mud. And this is a good one that I highly recommend. It's kind of hidden away up there in Godfrey. So remember, the other parks are Watershed Nature Center in Edwardsville, Patriots Park in Greenville, Willoughby Farm in Collinsville, Silver Creek Preserve in Mascoutah, White Rock Nature Preserve in Valmeyer area, Paul Whiteman Nature Preserve in Monroe County, Clinton Hills Conservation Park in Swansea, and now La Vista Park in Godfrey. So I hope you are able to get out in between the storms this weekend and get some stress relief in and walk through the trails and nature. We'll keep you up to date on what's going on with all the parks in our area, and I hope to see you outside very soon. Have a good one.